few minutes to get out here, and we have kept forgetting stuff. K6MYC, good evening. Bill, say something.
Yeah, good evening to you, Mikey. K6MYC, AA6S. Worked Ralph earlier, so you can check him in. And I just commenting, the atmospheric noise is way higher today than I've seen it in a long time. I don't know what that means. But anyway, that's the way it is. K6MYC, AA6S.
Must be a result of all the atmospheric research we're doing.
I don't know, but normally it's a lot lower on the S-meter with where I've got the gain stuff set right now, so I don't know what's going on.
You talking about atmospheric noise on this band?
Yeah, I didn't know you could have any noise on this band. It's normally about an S4, and now I'm running about an S7.
You got something local running. It's these bands don't vary that much.
I didn't think so. Of course, I got a cell tower about 2 blocks away. We've got more antennas on than I've ever seen.
Well, okay. Glad you worked, Ralph. By the way, Ron, W6QUI, said he would be here tonight, so you might want to go over that way in a couple of minutes and see if we can dig him out.
Okay, well, you holler when you want me to head over in that direction.
Will do. Let's see who else is here. We got Frank, W6BBS. Are you still wearing the back brace?
No, I've taken it off. I did wear it today. As you can see, I got in there and got thinking about what I had to do. And so I stacked your concrete up down on the pad on a pallet. And I'm going to bring the cement mixer and set up right next to it. And I got water and electricity in close proximity. It's nice and level, good area to work. And that's where I'll do my mixing, is right there. And that's why I did it that way. I got there thinking about packing all this to the shed, and then there's going to be, 1,400 pounds of this sitting in the shed. I didn't want to do that. So that's the way I did it. But it's covered in 2 layers of plastic, so it should be just fine. And I haven't unloaded mine yet. I came home and rested for a while, and then started picking up the pieces and cleaning up from working on that 20-meter tower, and got it cranked back up. And before I go to bed, I still got to unload my share.
I missed the last sentence, Frank.
Before I go to bed, I got to unload my share of the concrete, my half.
Oh, good. You don't have to do it tonight?
Well, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do it tonight. There won't be any sun out there on the pad. It'll be cooler, and I'll have rested for a while from the first. You remember, there's 56 bags, and I'll tell you about how I had to load them when tomorrow when I see you. But anyways, you can carry on with the net. I'm fine. I'm just whooped. I may not stick around a long time, but I'm here for now. W6BBS.
Yeah. Okay. If you're going to move them, put your back brace back on.
Yes, Dad.
Thank you.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Got you, Aaron. Thank you much. 1079 and 1100. And good evening to all. Let's see, we probably have some people waiting in the wings here. Where am I pointed? Where am I pointed here?
We don't know, because the controller is not. There it is. Now we know what direction you're pointed.
Okay. I'm pointed about 150, but I don't need to be down that way.
That's why you're so strong.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
KM6SRR, number 432.
Okay, we got the 432 number in here. And is there anybody else before we poke around and poke into the bushes a little bit more? K6MYC Bozo Net, 1296. Oh boy, awful quiet out there.
This Bozo AA6S is moving towards Ron.
Okay, I'll do the same.
the boys in Bakersfield don't know how to spell 1296.
Uh-oh. No, they don't know how to spell 222 either, much less 432.
You're going to get some email, Aaron.
I'm okay with that. But they can't come here on the air and complain because they're not here.
We need KC5DTU in here. Where are you, Kerry? Somebody's way down in there. That wouldn't be Bill, would it?
Yeah, that's Bill in the background.
Holy cow, he's weak. What do you hear, Frank?
He's putting the back brace back on.
He must be putting it on, yeah.
It's almost falling asleep. I take it we're looking for Ron. Let me turn over that way just a little bit. Okay, he can hear me now. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6CBS. Hey, Roger that. I'm not really pointing at you. I'm pointing at Ron now, but I don't hear a thing out of it myself. Do you? Yeah, that's funny because quite often when you and Ron are pointed at each other, you both get rather weak, and you're almost, you're pretty much an S7 right now. So, yeah, something's working really good. We're both just pointed at the same rock perfectly or something, Bill. Something very local to you because I don't hear a thing. The band is dead quiet. All right, well, Mikey, we do not hear Ron. I'll call one more time. W6QUI, W6QUI, Whiskey 6 Bravo Bravo Sierra with the Bozo Net calling. Over. We got nothing, Michael B.
Okay, I'm pointed already towards Santa Cruz, so we'll go with that. KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sierra, K6MYC. Tom, are you in there this evening? Go ahead. I hear WB6JNN. Hang on a second, Jim. Let me get KW6S in here. Stand by, Jim.
K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, sir. Thanks for being there. We just, we got a very light crew check-in down here in the San Joaquin Valley, so we went to you early. And we did not hear anything from Ron, W6QUI, but I do hear Jim, WB6JNN, underneath you there. So we won't keep you in the shack too long, Tom. I don't know if anybody else is copying, but you might take a standby. KW6S, Santa Cruz, K6MYC. Go ahead.
K6MYC, KW6S, 610. Yeah, we just got home. We took our granddaughter out for a burger and just dropped her off at home, and I just came here. Not sure the radio is fully settled down yet, but I should be back here tomorrow night, and hopefully you'll pick up a few more on this band tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, very good. I hear people talking underneath you. I'm not sure where they are, but I hear them underneath you there. Okay, very good. Okay, on your granddaughter. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that, but I'm glad that you got home just about the time we swung up your way, so your timing was impeccable tonight. Over.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that never really happened, so it must have been an accident.
Yeah, that usually my case too. All right, sir. Let you go. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters, of course. Or did you say you weren't going to be there tomorrow, but you'll see us on 432? I think you're gone tomorrow, aren't you?
No, I'll be in Visalia on Thursday night. I don't know if I'll take a radio or not, but I will be around tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's okay. That was what it was. We'll see you tomorrow night, and maybe outside Whirlwind, maybe you can find somebody else with a 432 antenna on the car down there in Visalia and get them to call in.
Yeah, well, I got a little 705 that I may take, and they usually put me on the higher floors in the hotel, so if I have a window that faces the right way, maybe I'll be okay.
There you go. All righty. Well, we'll be pointed down that way at the beginning of the net because I usually look for Rick, KB6RQU, and I usually tell him I'm going to be at the beginning of the net pointed his way. So we'll be starting toward the LA direction anyway. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow night. 7-3 for now, Tom. Good to have you in here. Anybody else want to say hello to Tom? Go ahead. K6MYC.
K6MI, 711, in and out.
In and out, John. I guess you're not hearing Tom there, but Tom, that was John, K6MI 711, but he's not calling you over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. Maybe not too much since the flea market when we kind of wandered around together and talked. Maybe I'll catch him at Visalia.
Are you going to Visalia, John?
Yeah, I'll be there. Got the antenna pointed south for Ralph.
Okay, well, Ralph's already been worked, but you might be able to catch him as well. But Bill got him earlier. Anyway, Tom's going to be there starting Thursday night in Visalia, so keep an eye out for him, over.
Right, I'll be there Friday morning.
Roger, roger. He'll be there Friday morning, Tom, so maybe you guys can cross paths there somewhere through the Friday fiasco. 7-3 to you, Tom. And I'm going to get up into the Bay Area here. KW6S, K6MYC.
Very good. K6MYC, KW6S. See you tomorrow night.
Roger, 7-3. WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim.
K6MYC, WB6JNN, WFC's in here, KOI's in here. Don't know who else, but anyway, good evening. Nice day today, about 70. A little bit of a cool breeze, however. It looks clear skies tonight for some astronomy. I'll probably be doing that as soon as it gets dark. And that I can come up with. So that's the story here. K6MYC, WB6JNN 285.
Okay, very good, Jim. Fine and dandy. Sounds like you had a good day. And we'll keep an ear out for the other boys, KLY and KB6 WFC, hopefully, and W6PQL as well. So thanks for checking in. You're sounding very good and very stable tonight. No flutter, no fading. Quite steady and a reasonable good signal. So I'm sure we'll hear Fred in here. We should hear Fred as well. Let me just check and see. Fred, are you here? KD6S, okay?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mike. I'm here.
Give Judy your number.
Okay, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Judy. It's a gorgeous day, and so it looks like it's going to be that way tomorrow as well.
Okay. A little fading on your signal. I'm probably not pointed right at you there. Stand by a second, and we'll see who else is copying you there, Fred. K6KLY. Go ahead, Russ. K6MYC in the group.
Hello,
Mike, K6KLY 111, checking in. I hear SOK and a few others in here. So no problem hearing everybody. Getting all packed up here for the Visalia trip. Back to you,
K6KLY 727.
Okay, very good, very good. And Mike is in here, WA6AAJ727, Judy. And Mike might turn over to the Bay Area. We had Tom here, but you missed Tom just a minute ago. But he still may be on frequency, or maybe you can copy KLY and some of the others. So we'll stand by for you in just a second, Mike. WA6AAJ. Now let's see, is there anybody else that's copying me that wants to check in quickly? K6MYC Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area. Okay, I hear two people, KB6BA 900, good evening, Oliver. And I heard K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637. Stand by a second there, Paul. Stand by. Go ahead, Oliver, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. KB6B8 Kilo Bravo 6 Bravo Alpha. Short hike today. Be nice and warm tomorrow, so no complaints. And I think I heard KB6 WFC in the background as well. Didn't hear Paul, WIS. K6MYC, KB6B8.
Okay, well, fine on the hiking tomorrow. And I guess you're skipping Visalia because you're not an HF guy. But you can tell at least 3 or 4 of us are going down there for the Visalia thing starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday. At least the bulk of the guys will be there Friday. That's a big day for most of the activities, Fridays and Saturdays, of course. Anyway, good evening to you, Oliver. Good to hear you. Good signal. Now, let's see. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. You take it, Paul, and I'll peek on you, and that will, and I'll also find out if you have any other check-ins there. K6WIS, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC. This is K6WIS near Placerville, number 637. You got a strong signal bouncing off of the tonight, 5x5, almost 5x6. No other check-ins right now, so back to you. How copy me, over?
Oh, booming signal. You're as loud as anybody out of the Bay Area, so a wonderful path across the San Joaquin Valley and then back across the San Joaquin Valley this way. You might be getting across the Sacramento Valley. That may be why it's going through. Goes across from you to the Sacramento Valley to Mount Diablo, and then from Diablo back across the San Joaquin Valley to me. So a 400,000-mile path, and you're doing it with ease, over.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I think that's a bit of exaggeration on distance, probably more like 200 to 300 miles. But anyway, yes, very good signals tonight, stronger than normal. Usually you're only about a 5x3, but on that last transmission you were peaking in S7. So we've got some optimum atmospheric conditions tonight. Anyway, won't hold at 73, back to you, K6WIS.
Okay, very good, Paul. And now we've got 2 others that are missing, maybe 3. I don't know if we're going to get WA6AXX in here, but the other 2 are W6 Papa Queen London and also KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Somebody listen for you there first, Mike. Go ahead. KB6 WFC, K6MYC, over. I think I doubled with him. Did I double with him there, Oliver?
Yeah, he gave you a 775, Mike.
Okay, we got 775, but he was doubling with me. KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie. Go again, Mike. Go again. Over.
K6MYC, K6MYC, KB6WFC 775.
Yeah, very good. Solid copy. Now I move the antenna up a little bit toward you, and very good signals. The band is in very good shape tonight, considering how bad it's been over the last few months. But very solid signals from you, Mike. Good to hear you. And again, thanks so much for checking in and working hard to make a signal come over this way. Hi. Let's see who else we have in here. W6PQL, how about it, Jim? Oh, I know he's done with his taxes, but maybe he's so exhausted he couldn't get in here. I hope he didn't say he was going out to dinner tonight with a daughter. I thought he had a night that he would be in the shack here. Is there anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net 1296. Over.
Anybody else in the Bay Area? WB6JNN.
Great signal, Jim.
Nothing heard. Well, you're S9 plus, and not as watery as last time around.
Okay. Yeah, great conditions tonight. So hopefully we'll be able to hear the guys if they're on from the Nevada area, and we'll also be able to hear Meadow Vista up there, KM6SRR. No, KR6MR. KM6SR. No, that isn't right. KR6MR is right. Too many R's and M's and K's and whatever. Thanks, Jim. Good evening to you, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night on 432, and maybe you'll have a good astronomical report to give us. Over.
Okay, Mike. And your signal's been very stable. I heard you when you were aimed at Tom, and you were only a 7 or something in that direction, but heard you just fine. So there you go. And thanks a lot. WB6JNN.
Okay. Very good evening, Jim. Thanks again for the help there. Last call, Bay Area, before I go to Oakley, K6MYC Bozo Net 1296. Bay Area, please. Okay, no luck. Here we are up toward Oakley. This should be Oakley. M6 Radio Oakley, M6 Radio Ontario, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Temperature was around 58 up to 72. Nice clear day, so the solar panels were performing good. Found out that my old batteries in the tractor would not hold a charge. Then I checked my records, and it turns out they're 9 years old. I thought they were 4 years old. Time flies faster than me, except when I was in the Air Force. K6MYC, N6RO.
Yeah, well, they must have been having fun. Time flew by very quickly for them. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Sorry about the battery age. You probably have dropped a couple of Viagras down in the water slots there and got them to pep back up again. Over.
These are sealed batteries.
Okay. Well, I guess you're in the market for some new batteries there. Boy, that's a hell of a load. 2 batteries. I can't believe that Ferguson needed 2 batteries to turn over.
Well, it's a big 4-cylinder, and that's what they do. And it turns out I can. I'm just going to buy the same one that I bought from O'Reilly 9 years ago, and they might even give me credit for the old batteries. Don't know about that, but I can get them in 3 hours. So the problem is solved, except I'm not going to be home tomorrow. I've got to go to Kaiser, starting my eye business. And so Thursday I may have the machine running, if I can even cut the grass. It's approaching 2 feet tall now. N6RO.
Yeah. Cut the grass, mow the lawn, huh? Okay. Well, good luck with that, and good luck with your eyeballs tomorrow or Thursday when you, I guess Wednesday when you see the folks at Kaiser there. Hopefully you got some good people there, and they can fix you up with some good replacement lenses there. Judy's still doing fine with hers here. Thanks, Ken. Good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432, hopefully, if you can find the radio after all the eye tests.
Yeah, okay. Actually, tomorrow's appointment is it's in Union City. I've never been to that facility, but I can endure it. It's going to take more time getting there and getting home than what they're going to do. It's a preliminary on fixing my lower lid on one of the eyes. Preparatory for the the correct business that starts in June. Anyway, making some progress. N6RO.
Okay. Well, whatever they're going to do, good luck with it. And hopefully that thing gets sorted out for you there. Good evening for now. We'll see you tomorrow on 432, assuming you can get home in time from that Union City trip. And 6RO, K6MYC. Anybody else while I'm in this direction for the Bozo Net? Over. Still no new guys on 1296 up your way. Maybe one of these days, though. Okay, let me go into Sacramento. Well, this should be pretty close, John, and we seem like we have good conditions in all other direction. Let's hope it's good here tonight. KR6MR, KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Bozo Net, Kilo Romeo 6 Mike Romeo.
Okay, I got you, but it's really spotty, I thought it would be better. Give me a little more longer transmission. Maybe I can find the best path there, John. KR6MR 759. We've got you, but give me more chatter. Over.
Roger, Mike. Weather today, I stayed inside.
Okay, boy, it's just up and down. It's really up and down. I can't get a peek on you. I get a peek and I think it's there, and then you fade out. Only lasts 3 or 4 seconds, so I'm having real trouble. Maybe if you can stick around, we'll try you when we come back. We'll try again when we come back from the Nevada boys. Shouldn't take too long. I don't think anybody's going to be on up there, but I ought to give them a try anyway. 73s, hopefully you're copying me at least a little bit with the funny QSB. We'll try again in a couple of minutes, John. We got you checked in anyway, that's the main thing. KR6MR, K6MYC going to Nevada. Roger. Anybody else while I'm pointed towards Sacramento? K6MYC?
WIS is here.
Okay. I bumped the antenna a couple of bumps when you first came up. You're readable, but way down in signal strength. Paul, go ahead.
John, KR6MR, you're 5x4. Anyway, back to net control. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar. I hope you managed to copy half of that there, Mike.
Yeah, monster QSB. You came from nothing to about S5 in about 3 seconds, so it's monster fades. The band is very unstable toward you guys. It was very stable, of course, toward the Bay Area. But looking this direction, it's very unstable, Paul, but good to hear you. And I guess you heard, I think you said you heard somebody there, KR6MR. Anyway, good deal. Thanks for checking in on the second path here. K6WIS, K6MYC, now going to Nevada. try Nevada. Let's see if KE7UQL is up there. Okay. A little early for Nevada, but we might still get a peek up here. KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec Lima. KE7UQL, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over. And 7 Whiskey Tango. How about you, Larry? Can you make that old 1296 thing work, or is the Viswar too high? KE7UQL or N7 Whiskey Tango. K6MYC calling and listening. Over. Rob, are you in here? Can you copy me, Rob?
Yeah, I got a copy on you, Mike. KM6SRR.
Okay, I just thought we could check for a minute, maybe a couple of more minutes, and it'll be on the 808 or 805, 806 peak here. I don't think they're in there, but I normally hear a little bit from Daniel if he's there. But they've had high winds up there from what he tells me, and when he's got high winds, he doesn't put anything up. He just leaves the 2 meter, and that's all we get. Anyway, who are you hearing and who weren't you hearing tonight? Over.
Well, let's see. I had to tune in to catch Aaron, but I got him. I was hearing Mike and Bill just fine, and of course you. Over. Oh yeah, Frank. Had to kind of tune for him a little bit too.
Really, Frank?
Yep, I think I had him in a null or something there for a little bit, but my antenna system is really compromised, so on receiving it doesn't do a darn thing. I make up for it with a little bit of amp here.
Yeah, understand. Okay. Well, let me try one more time up to Nevada. I'm sitting there pointed in that direction. We had very severe QSB towards Sacramento and Placerville. Both stations were just going in and out with big variation. Paul came up so loud he was in the shack for about 10 seconds here, and then he went right out, and the next time it wasn't even there. So just a weird QSB. Okay, N7 Whiskey Tango or KE7UQL. Kilo Echo 7 Uniform Quebec Lima. KE7UQL or anybody in the Nevada area. This is California, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Delta Mike 07, Central California, calling 1296 Bozo Net, beaming toward Nevada. Over.
Whiskey 6, Papa Echo.
Oh, hi. W6PE, good to hear you on 1296 here. You got to refresh my memory. I know who you are now in Oakhurst. And we did get you last night. I'm sorry I didn't get back with you. I was thinking you were south of me. But give me the handle and your Bozo number. I know you must be about 1193 or something. Over.
Okay, yeah, my Bozo number is 620, and the handle is Michael. And yes, I am in Oakhurst, and I'm on a vertical antenna with 10 watts, so I'm surprised that you can hear me. But yeah, you've got a super strong signal here, so you must be running some power.
Okay, very good, Mike. Sorry about the handle. I don't know why. I can't remember your name. It's the same as mine, and I can't remember mine sometimes when it's early in the morning. I get up in the morning and I say, who in the hell am I here? Okay, well, fine on the vertical and the 10 watts. Well, you're doing fine. You're probably getting a bounce off of some of the hills there, and you've got a little better than average location in Oakhurst, too, which doesn't hurt. And I think I'm pointed pretty close to you. But sometimes with the vertical antenna, you get a bounce off of a hill and you take on some sizable component of horizontal. You'll get some horizontal component in there. I'm 8 Yagis here at 90 feet, 8 23 CM, 22 easies, 22 elements, 8 of them, 4 high and 2 wide at 90 feet or so. And about 600 watts coming out of the amplifier, probably about 300 getting up there. Over.
Okay, well, you're certainly strong here. It's just like I'm talking on the local repeater. So yeah, you just got a critical. You have a loop beam antenna, which I have to get up. I have a rotator. I have to get up, and then I got to put up the antennas for 2 meter and 440 as well. I don't have anything for 220 other than my handheld, and that's FM. So I don't think that's going to do it. Maybe one of these days I'll find something for a 220 single sideband.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's several options here. The Ukrainians make a transverter that's quite good. It seems to be okay. The latest version runs about 5 to 6 watts, and it's quite stable. The early ones were a little unstable. And then, of course, Q5 Signal, the other place back in the East Coast, used to be Down East Microwave. Q5 Signal, you can look them up, q5signal.com. They make a nice transverter for 220 with 2 or 3 different power ranges, 25 watts, 35, and 50, I think. And I've got 2 of those, one in the barn here and one in the house, and they work very well. They're extremely stable. And you can set up your own IF. I use a 146.1. I use an IF of 146.1, and that gives me a good IF. And it's in this case, I'm locked with locked frequency, so it's very stable. So that's a good way to go on 222, and we get you on with good power. Anyway, fine on the vertical. I swung the antenna a little bit more to the east, away from you, and that got better. So I'm getting you on a bounce. Over.
Okay, well, it seems to be working really well. I didn't notice too much of a difference on this end with your signal strength. You're just really strong here. But of course, with all those beam antennas and 600 watts, that's not surprising. So one of these days, I hope to get a better station up on 1296 and put a low noise amp up at the antenna as well as you get a little more power out. But that'll be down the road. I have to get my beam antennas up in the air first.
Yeah. Okay. There's a place down in Fresno that sells all the stuff you need if you want to take the trek down there. Hi. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Negative, I don't, but I've got a rotator and I've got the antennas, so it's just a matter I have to get up and get them on the air for my mast, so I'm just using a TV push-up mast, so I can't put a lot of antenna up there, or I would be concerned about the wind.
Oh, okay, good. What antenna, do you know what the model number of the antenna is you have for 1296?
Negative, I don't. I would have to go look it up.
You know what it looks like? Is it loop Yagis or Yagi elements?
And it's got quite a few elements, but I'll tell you what, I'll check it out and get the model number and everything.
Okay, do you know, is it a Yagi, and how long is it roughly?
I think I doubled.
I said, is it a Yagi, and how long is it?
Oh, yes, it's a loop Yagi, and it's probably about, I don't know, between 12 and 15 feet long.
Okay, that would be a directive array. That's the brand, directive array. K1WHS, Dave Olean designed them and builds them. That's probably what it is, unless it was homebrew. And you could look it up on the web, directive array. And that's a big high gain antenna. That's got lots of gain, and they work quite well, actually. You'll get a big booming signal out of that, lots of gain, probably up around 17, 18 dBd. So really a big, it's going to make a huge improvement there. you don't have a long feed line, I wouldn't worry about a preamp initially. Makes you put a lot of extra expense in, and you also got to do sequencing and stuff like that with the preamp.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I looked into it. Although they do have some that are switched, but then you're limited by the amount of power.
Yeah, well, you can do that all with your own relays. I do relays. I have a relay up there that can handle 600 watts and actually can handle a kilowatt. So you can do it, but that's external relays and stuff, and you just got to collect all that crap. I don't know if you've got it. Anyway, sounds good. I'm excited to have you get that going. Rotor-wise, you know what the rotator is? Do you have a ham-m, or what is it?
It is a rotator that was made for TV antennas, and it's a high gain. I'm not sure the model number, but it's I think I got it off of Amazon, if I remember right.
Okay, yeah, it could be an AR-22 or something like that. Okay, probably adequate for a small VHF array anyway. Certainly will turn that 1296 antenna and any other things that you're going to put up there for 2 meters and 432. Very good, Mike. Good luck with the progress there. You're making headway on pretty good signal here on 1296. Let's see if anybody else is hearing your vertical. Anybody else copying W6PE and coarse gold on his vertical with 10 watts over? Oh gosh, I guess I'm only one tonight, Mike. 7-3. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432 if you can do something there, over.
Okay, well, I can run the vertical as well. So, yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay, well, we'll be here. Very good. One more call for Nevada, and then we'll get out of here and go back down south toward Meadow Vista for another check. KE7UQL N7WT K6MYC calling and listening. Anybody up there in Nevada tonight, over? Nevada, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. I guess there's nobody up there. All right, I'm going to go back toward Meadow Vista for a minute. Here we go. Okay, let's try it here again. John, KR6MR, did the conditions improve at all? K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, just got the tail end of that. I guess I moved the antenna a little bit. Let's hope it wasn't just an upfade. KR6MR 6759 K6MYC. Try it again. Yeah, same old thing. You come up to almost Q5 and then you just drop out completely. Not sure whether you're stopping the transmission or you're just dropping out, but not real stable. I thought we'd have better conditions. They were excellent conditions to the Bay Area. Very good conditions to the Bay Area. I heard all the guys with no trouble, with no help tonight from anybody. Everybody in the Bay Area was coming in very nicely and minimal amounts of fading and stuff like that. So totally different conditions than we have with you there. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. Hopefully it'll be more stable for us, John. Thanks for climbing the stairs, and I'll see you tomorrow night. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, Bozo Net, going back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed.
Okay, 73 is 19 meters here. K6MYC,
7-3, solid copy that time, but weak. Okay, going back to the Bay Area. and then we can call it a night here. What do we got there?
278. Don't move your chair back too.
Hey, Mike, I heard somebody in there said they got a good copy for a minute there, over.
Well, go ahead, call them.
Well, I doubt they're hearing me, but they responded to you.
I didn't hear them. Call them. Already moved the antenna.
Somebody just said, hey, you came up a bit, so I got a good copy for a bit.
That was John. Whiskey R6MR.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really in and out on that path right at the moment. It might have been also Paul, one of the two. Paul was also in there, K6WIS. All right. I'm into the Bay Area here. Anybody for late checks or missed? Bay Area. Late checks or missed? K6MYC calling and listening. Nothing heard. I think we've got everybody. So let's get Judy to make a count and see what you got, Rob. We have 19.
Yep, I got 19 if I had my own number in there, which I forgot to do.
Okay. I think we're good. And Aaron, 73 to you. Thanks for the help tonight with the stream. And I'm sorry we were just a minute or so late. I had everything. I came out earlier to turn everything on. I came out and fed the cats and forgot to turn everything on. Not that that makes any difference. It only takes about another 30 seconds to get everything fired up here. And of course, with the Bodner stuff, it's pretty well locked, so we don't have to worry about the frequencies here. All right, good evening, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And it'll be a warm day. Looking forward to that. K6USY for a final, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. We'll catch you and Judy later and on 2 meters tomorrow night, K6USY.
Oh, yeah, 2 meters. I'm already jumping ahead to Thursday. Good night, Aaron.
Good night, Aaron.
I don't know, Mike. I got a pretty long week, so I'm okay with tomorrow being Thursday.
Oh, maybe it's Tuesday again for the third time.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, I got to drive to Merced again tomorrow.
Well, that's not too far, but it is more than just driving to Fresno for the groceries.
Yeah, and I got to deal with the yahoos on 99. Today, there was a guy with a trailer who let one of his axles get too hot, and his trailer was on fire. So that was blocking traffic for a while. So that was fun.
Oh, well, you've had no end of luck there. Up on 41, you had a wreck yesterday, and tonight you had somebody with a burning trailer. That's you're on a roll, buddy. Three is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2, so we'll see what happens. All righty, we'll catch you guys later. K6USY.
Maybe there'll be a Trump demonstration blocking the road to Merced. What do you think?
Yeah, the annoying thing is if that happens, I'm in a government vehicle and I can't do a pickin' thing.
Oh, rats, huh?
Yeah, I'd have some choice words, but in that car I can't do that. So, all righty.
All right, take care. See you tomorrow. Good night, Rob. And who else there may be here? I think Frank's already gone in. He's pooped.
Okay, Mike and Judy, K6MYC, KM6SR73. And Aaron, hey, hang on a sec.
Good night, Rob.
On for a sec, but we're going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. K6USY.
Good night, all.